Hey everyone, it's Alexander Robinson. Welcome to the channel, and this is my review for Zootopia 2, the sequel to 2016's billion-dollar hit Zootopia, once again starring Ginnifer Goodwin as Judy Hopps and Jason Bateman as Nick Wilde. Even though this movie came out 9 years after the original, it only takes place a week later, where Judy Hopps and Nick Wilde are partners in the Zootopia Police Department, but they have clashing personalities, and this gets them into trouble by the chief, who tells them to go to counseling, otherwise he's gonna have to split them apart. This all happens because Judy and Nick, well, mainly Judy, try to tackle a case that they were specifically ordered not to follow, but they go through with it. Judy finds a piece of a snake skin, and this leads them to try and find this snake, and it results in a massive conspiracy / cover-up involving Zootopia's history. The first movie came out as part of Disney's revival era, which was all the movies from Princess and the Frog to Encanto, and Zootopia was the one that I didn't expect much from because it was another talking animal movie. It didn't look all that special. And then the movie came out. Not only was it one of the best films of that year, not only did it win the Oscar for Best Animated Feature, but it had a lot to say about racism, xenophobia, societal issues. It had a lot of themes that I didn't expect from this kind of movie because Disney actually put the effort into it. I haven't seen it since it came out in theaters, but it's a damn near perfect Disney movie. But in this new era of Disney animation with Strange World, Wish, and Moana 2, I was not looking forward at all to Zootopia 2. It just seemed like a desperate cash grab to try to get some more money. And then I also saw the show that replaced It's Tough to Be a Bug in Animal Kingdom called Zootopia Better Zootgether. And that looked just terrible. It looked like a straight up commercial for Zootopia 2 rather than an actual innovative attraction. But in all fairness, I only saw it through Super Enthused vlog, so it doesn't hold the same effect as actually being at Animal Kingdom to see it. So maybe I'll give that show a fair shot whenever I go to Animal Kingdom. But the point was, between all of that, I was not looking forward to Zootopia 2. And much like with the first movie, this movie really did blow my expectations out of the water. This time I had 0, and I walked out of this movie thinking, wow, I didn't think there was much you could do with the Zootopia 2 sequel, but they put the effort into it, and they made it work. The movie still keeps in its social commentary about different species living amongst each other and some of the prejudice that comes with them, because this movie introduces reptiles, which were not featured in the original Zootopia, and that really adds another layer of social commentary. But the main theme that this movie tackles is the importance of basically listening to your partner, and that comes into play with both Judy Hopps and Nick Wilde. Even though it's been nearly a decade, both Ginnifer Goodwin and Jason Bateman slip into their roles as if it was yesterday, and they're just as good as ever. And there's a lot of really great scenes involving these two characters, where Judy Hopps is the one that is full speed ahead when it comes to making decisions. She doesn't really give Nick an opportunity to speak his mind or come up with any decisions. It's all, no, we're doing this my way, and we're not going this route. And eventually, it gets to a really emotional high point that results in a monologue from Nick that is basically this year's "Of course I'm delusional" from Inside Out 2. That one monologue that I didn't expect to get from an animated movie, but it surprisingly hit hard. It hit harder for me, considering what's been going on in my life this year. I hate that it's been floating around the internet already, but I'm not gonna tell you what exactly that monologue is. All I can say is that it's effective, and for a sequel that I didn't think needed to happen, that's its biggest accomplishment, that it actually got a response out of me. As for the new characters, you have Huy Quan voicing Gary DeSnake, and that's actually his last name, DeSnake. And I thought he was going to be the main source of comic relief throughout the movie, but he was surprisingly a very sympathetic character. They do a lot of great things with this character animation-wise, not to the point of cleverness like with Mr. Snake in the Bad Guy movies, but there's a lot of cool visual gags and things that the snake is able to do. So it worked in terms of an animation sense, but also a story sense. Now, the character that actually became the biggest source of comic relief in the movie was played by Fortune Feimster as this podcasting beaver. And her performance, it's not laugh out loud funny, but there were several points in the movie that got a laugh out of me. She's really committed to that role. That southern accent is just perfect for that type of character. And the things that she would say are just funny. So I got consistent laughs every time her character was on screen. There are some issues with the movie though. When it first started, I thought it was kind of generic. And that was kind of my viewpoint of this movie for a long time, that, oh, it's the generic cash grab sequel that I thought it was going to be. But in that second half, when we get into the meat of the theme of relationships, that's when things really picked up, and everything just got better from there on out. Except for one moment. What I'm about to say happens in the third act of the movie. It wasn't enough to ruin the whole experience, but it's something that a lot of Disney animated movies in the revival era did for far too many years, and that includes the original Zootopia. And when it happened, I thought, are we really doing this again? I thought we'd moved past this point. Again, I'm not going to say what it is, but if you remember a certain trend that Disney was doing for a few years in a row, you might get a hint of what I'm talking about. Again, it's not enough to ruin the movie and prevent this from being what is honestly one of my favorite movies of the year. It is worth seeing in your lifetime, regardless of whatever expectations you had going into it. Because again, I didn't think this movie was gonna be good. And then when I saw it, I was like, okay, it's pretty good, but I didn't expect it at all to hit me on an emotional level or be one of the best movies I've seen this year. So it's highly recommended. I don't think it's as clever or as original as the first Zootopia, but it's damn near close. And this is the only movie in Disney's new era of animation that I would say is not only good, but fantastic. And there you go, that's my review for Zootopia 2. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you guys so much for watching this review, and I want to give a special thank you to my subscribers and YouTube members right over here. You guys are the reason why this channel continues to grow every day, and if you want to help to financially support the channel, you can do so via YouTube memberships for as little as 99 cents a month. That's right, I've added a smaller perk if you just want to help support the channel beyond a subscription. But until next time, I want to know what you guys think about Zootopia 2. If you've seen it, whatever the case may be, let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell button to get notifications. If you want to find me elsewhere on the internet, you can find me on these social media platforms and my theme park and travel channel right here on YouTube. I'll see you guys in the next video, but until then, have a good day and take care of yourselves.